This was one of those places where I said it was really hard because these are all very much in the same sort of vein. Making a decision about who was first, you were right there. I mean, it was really hard to make. So I just want you to know that person.
Okay.
Very hard to make that decision.
So what would have taken this to a first place?
A little more contrast,
Okay.
either of color or value.
Okay.
Contrast is the nature of anything dynamic. It has to do with contrast. That can be contrast of any one of the elements. Contrast of texture, contrast of line, contrast of value, contrast of color, even contrast in temperature of color or in saturation of color. In other words, you could have a painting mostly red, but if there's contrast in the values of that red or the intensities of that red, that's contrast, and that can make the composition dynamic. And that's the only thing lacking here is there's not quite enough contrast between the various things that are going on. But you do it, and you've got a lot going on there.
Yeah.
But generally, as it reads, and when you get back and look at it, I think you'll see what I'm talking about. The only contrast really in this piece is a diagonal slash coming down this way. Well, that's good, but it needs one more something
Yeah.
to bring the eye, because it's all about moving the eye around the picture plane. Ultimately, to bring it to a place and not keep it there, but bring it to that place. Unless, of course, it's a portrait where you really want to keep it there. But generally, the idea is to move it around the picture plane and bring it to a place of extreme interest, but then keep moving so the viewer continues to move around the space. And so it becomes a journey and an adventure instead of being static. Now, you got some great ideas going on here. You just don't need to be afraid.
Thank you.
Okay, is that right?
I appreciate it, yeah.
Okay.
Like